This is CJ Baker, and this is the ongoing history of protest music. So this is the follow-up to a previous video where I discussed my 25 favorite albums from 1994. And as mentioned in the video, that was part of a deep dive that was part of a music community I'm a part of, Taste Like Music. So I decided I'll follow it up with my list of top 25 songs from 1994. So to begin with, I just want to mention one honorable mention. So that's Stay, I Miss You in parenthesis by Lisa Loeb. So initially, when I compiled my list, I totally forgot that that song was released in 1994, but then I seen it appear on someone else's list. So I was considering adding it to my top 25, but I didn't really want to bump any of the songs. So I'll just mention it as honorable mention. I don't want to use the words guilty pleasure because I don't feel guilty about anything, but it's not the type of song I would generally listen to. But there's just something about the tune that's really infectious and it's fun to sing really badly. I mean, it also might be fun to sing it really good as well. I just wouldn't know that. So we'll now get to my proper top 25 song list. So song 25 is by Jawbreaker, and the song is Boxcar. So this is off the album 24-Hour Revenge Therapy, which is a really good album. I had it at a solid 4 stars. So this is a catchy tune which examines what it means to be punk. And it also explores the concept of selling out. So this is definitely a certified bop. So track number 24 is by Outkast, and it's deep. So this jam is off the Atlanta's Rap Duo's debut album. So it wasn't one of the 3 singles, but this deep cut, pardon the pun, is my favorite off the album. So the tune is a fine display of the ability of Andre 3000 and Big Boi. It shows their skills both as MC and lyricist. So the lyrics fight against stereotypes that the duo had to deal with, and it's also an embrace of Black pride. The song is a showcase of the production skills of Organized Noise, and I just really dig the funky vibe of the tune. So song number 23 is by Beck, Satan Gave Me a Taco. So this track is off Beck's first of 3 albums that we released in 1994. So the album is Stereopathetic Soul Manure. And it's just a really batshit crazy album. And because of that, the album is somewhat divisive, but personally, I enjoy it. And it also happens to have 2 tracks that would be contenders for my top 5 favorite Beck songs. So one of those tracks is Rowboat, which was notably covered by Johnny Cash for the 1996 American 2 album. And the other track is This Quirky 2. So the song is a total trip, and I just get really giddy every time I hear it. So song number 22 is by Pavement, Cut Your Hair. So this infectious tune was off the Indie Darling sophomore album, Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. And it was an album I enjoyed, and I had it at a solid 4 stars. So this is the first Pavement tune that I became familiar with. It used to get a decent amount of play on the Toronto alternative rock station, 102.1 The Edge. So I just always got a kick out of the tune, especially the lyric, I'm just a boy with a new haircut. That's a pretty nice haircut. So for whatever reason, that line just amuses me more than it should. So song number 21 by Reen, Baby Bitch. So this tune is off Reen's 1994 album, Chocolate and Cheese. And that album, I gave a strong 4 stars, and it would probably make my top 30, probably at number 30. So this song is one of the better FU songs written about a former lover. And I think most people could probably relate to the lyrics to some degree. And I also get a kick out of the chorus. And it's also good to note that Sunny War also recorded an excellent rendition of the tune, which appeared on her album, Anarchist Gospel, which happens to be one of my favorite albums of 2023. So the next song, number 20, by Gang Starr, Mass Appeal. So on this tune, the rap duo was making fun of bands who dumbed down the sound to get played on the radio. So what was meant as a joke, they actually created a funky tune which wouldn't sound out of place on the radio. And it also happened to be their biggest chart hit. But there's no denying that this song is a certified banger. So song number 19 by Green Day, Basket Case. So this is a tune that definitely benefits from the nostalgia bump. So as a teen with mental and emotional issues, the lyrics were relatable. They also presented the subject of mental and emotional issues in a fun and catchy way. But as an adult, I still think that the tune kicks ass. So song number 18 by Johnny Cash, Drive On. So this is my favorite tune off of Cash's American Recording. So this song is about a Vietnam vet suffering from PTSD. This tune is a fine example of how he's able to express empathy for the plight of others, both lyrically and vocally. So the next song, number 17 by Nas, New York State of Mind. So this is a standout track off the classic album, Illmatic. So production-wise, it was an effective use of sampling. And the production provided the perfect canvas for some of Nas' strongest lyrics. So this is a riveting example of poetic street journalism. Song number 16 by Victoria Williams, Crazy Mary. So this tune is well known because of Pearl Jam's cover of the song. So as much as I enjoy Pearl Jam's rendition, I actually prefer Williams' version. Idiosyncratic vocals lend itself well to the visual imagery of the lyrics. This tune is a fine display of Williams' ability to compose a compelling storytelling narrative. So song number 15 by the Tragically Hip, Scared. So this tune fits in well on the album Day for Night, which may be the band's darkest and moodiest. So the song features some of Gord Downie's most compelling lyrics, such as tests have showed that suspicious or hostile, their lives need not be shortened. Truth be told, they can live a long, long while, tickled to death by their importance. So song number 14 by Weezer, My Name is Jonas. So this is a killer tune on an album filled with them. And it's the perfect way to open the Blue album. The song's lyrics were inspired by River Cuomo's brother, who was having insurance problems after a serious car crash while at college. So the serious nature of some of the lyrics is juxtaposed with one of the band's catchiest musical arrangements. Plus the refrain of "The workers are going home" is just really fun to sing along to. So song number 13 by Tori Amos, God. So this tune is off the album Under the Pink, which I had at a strong 4 stars. It was on my top 30, probably at number 28. So this is my favorite track off the album, and it's one of her most compelling tunes. Amos is never one to shy away from controversial subjects. And on this tune, she takes aim at the institution of organized religion for its hypocrisy and misogyny. Also, the musical contrast of pretty piano and abrasive guitars well complement the lyrics. So the number 12 song by Portishead is Strangers. So at times, it's hard for me to articulate why I love a song. I just do. That is the case with this tune off the 5-star album, Dummy. Something about the groove just gets to me. But I did read an interesting Genius annotation that compared the beat to a sound of a pacemaker. So I have no clue whether that was the band's intent to replicate that sound, but that beat is hypnotic and it complements the vocals and lyrics. So song number 11 by Joni Mitchell, The Magdalene Laundries. So this track is off the album Turbulent in the Glow. And it's a fine album. I added at 3.5 stars. But this tune is stunning. The lyrics were in response to a 1993 scandal involving the Sisters of Our Lady of Charity, who operated a Magdalene Laundry outside of Dublin. And when it was sold to realtors, over 100 bodies and unmarked graves were unearthed. So the Magdalene Laundries were Catholic facilities in Ireland where unmarried women who were considered to be sexually loose were basically imprisoned and forced into slave labor. They started in the 18th century, but according to my limited research, the last known laundry was closed in 1996. So this is fairly recent history. But Mitchell puts herself in the shoes of the enslaved ladies and empathetically relates their plight. So song number 10 by R.E.M., Strange Currency. This is my favorite tune off Monsters, which I add at a solid 4 stars. It features one of Michael Stipe's most impassioned vocal performances. There's an ache and vulnerability in his voice, which is goosebump inducing. So song number 9 by the Notorious B.I.G., Juicy. So this is the first single released by one of the goats of hip-hop, and this tune is an all-time banger. So not only does the song benefit from undeniable beats, but Biggie's lyrics and delivery convey a compelling rag to riches Story. And in song number 8 by Beck, Loser. So this is the second Beck song on the list, but it's from a different album. This is from Mellow Gold, which made my list of top 25 albums. So this song is a definite recipient of the nostalgia bump. In my teens, I loved the absurd stream of consciousness lyrics and catchy chorus. I also remember getting in trouble for playing the tune for my niece, who was around 6 years old at the time. So personally, I thought it was adorable hearing her sing, "I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you kill me?" But my sister didn't agree. But I still love this song, and it conjures up many fond memories. So, song number 7 by Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah. So, this is one of the best covers of all time, and it's an excellent showcase of Buckley's ability as an interpreter. So, technically, it's a cover of a cover because Buckley based his version on John Cale's cover of the Leonard Cohen tune. So no offense to Cohen and Cale, because I love Cohen and I really like Cale as well. And props to Cohen for writing and Cale for rearranging. But Buckley's vocals are unmatched. This is the definitive version, and Buckley delivers a goose-bumping performance of Haunting Beauty. So song number 6 by Pearl Jam, Corduroy. So this is in contention for my favorite Pearl Jam tune. So Eddie Vedder was inspired to write the tune after he saw a corduroy vest in a store that was labeled Pearl Jam Eddie Vedder corduroy shirt, similar to the one he wore in concert. So the shirt that only cost him $12 was being sold for $500. And the song also is probably the catchiest tune ever written about not wanting to be famous. And I also love the poignant line, "Can't buy what I want because it's free." So song number 5 by Hole, Violet. So this explosive tune off Live Through This is the perfect album opener that set the mood for the rest of the album. So apparently, Courtney Love wrote the scathing tune about Billy Corgan, but the lyrics and vocal delivery is relatable to anyone who feels angry about a toxic relationship. Also, the tune's righteous rage resonated with the angsty teenage version of me, but the song still kicks ass. So song number 4 by Beastie Boys, Sabotage. So this tune is more punk than hip hop, but it's an excellent bridge tune that closes the gap between the two genres. So it does benefit from the nostalgia bump, but the song still goes really hard and it's fun to rock out to. It also happens to have one of the best music videos of all time. So song number 3 by Dead Moon, It's Okay. So I first heard this song when I was watching a Pearl Jam concert on Much Music, which is Canadian MTV, back when they still played music. So when Pearl Jam played that song, they interpolated it with their tune Daughter. So figuring that it was a cover, I sought out to find out who did the original. And I absolutely love the original. So this song is possibly the most rocking, positive affirmation of all time. I love the male and female vocal interplay, and it's just super catchy. This song just makes me really happy. So song number 2 by Nirvana, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? So this is not just my favorite Kurt Cobain vocal performance of all time. It's one of my favorite vocal performances all time, period. So this cover of the traditional tune popularized by Leadbelly was the perfect way to close MTV Unplugged. The vocals are raw emotion, and you could just feel the pain that Kurt was experiencing. So song number 1 by Nine Inch Nails, Hurt. So I mentioned in the previous video the indelible impact that Nine Inch Nails, and especially the album The Downward Spiral, had on my youth. And this tune was a perfect way to close The Downward Spiral. So like the rest of the album, Trent Reznor was able to articulate the anger and depression issues I was struggling with. It was an invaluable emotional outlet. So yes, it definitely connected to the teenage version of me, but it continues to be a powerful tune. So this concludes my list of 25 songs of 1994. So what were your favorite songs? Feel free to include in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and you want me to continue to make content, please like and subscribe. And feel free to check out my Patreon, Ongoing History of Protest Music. And patrons will receive a number of perks. You can also feel free to check out my website, Ongoing History of Protest Songs.com. So thanks for watching, and please stay safe. You said that I was naive, and I thought that I was strong. Thought, hey, I can leave, I can leave. Oh, but now I know that I was wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, I missed you.